It began 2,500 years ago in the dust and blood of the Peloponnese, with a piece of dead skin and a wooden stick. The year is 404 BC. For 27 brutal years, the Greek world has been tearing itself apart. On one side, Athens, the shining jewel of democracy, art, and naval supremacy. On the other, Sparta, an unforgiving war machine, forged in stone and discipline. But after nearly 3 decades of slaughter, the Spartans learned a hard truth. You cannot stab an idea. You cannot spear a fleet of ships. To break Athens, the men of iron needed something they despised: diplomacy and deceit. Enter Lysander, a Spartan commander who understood that honor is a luxury of the victorious. Lysander knew that to defeat the Athenian navy, he needed ships. To build ships, he needed gold. And the only gold deep enough to drown Athens belonged to the Persian Empire. But how do you coordinate the movement of foreign gold and massive fleets across a war-torn sea? If a messenger is captured, the strategy is exposed. The war is lost. They needed a lock that could not be picked. A cipher that didn't just hide the message, but shattered its very existence. The Spartan ephors, the shadowed masters of the state, devised a masterpiece of geometric simplicity. The Scytale. It wasn't magic. It was a transposition cipher. You take a strip of rawhide and you wrap it tightly around a wooden cylinder of highly specific dimensions. You write your orders horizontally across the leather. But the genius is in the unwrapping. Take the leather off the wood and the letters scatter. The sequence is broken, meaning dissolves into absolute, indecipherable madness. You can torture the messenger. You can steal the belt. But without the exact diameter of the receiving cylinder, you have nothing. Imagine the Athenian commander in the final days of the war. His city is starving behind its long walls. He captures a Spartan runner. He holds the enemy's deepest, darkest intentions right in his hands. And it stares back at him in chaotic silence. Humanity's first encounter with military cryptography. Before, supercomputers running billions of calculations a second, there was wood, sweat, and desperation. The scholars of Athens didn't give up. They tested variable after variable, cylinder after cylinder, thicker, thinner. The world's very first brute force attack, until the math clicks, the shadows align. But for Athens, it was too late. The gold had arrived, the fleet was built, the empire fell. Time is a cruel judge. Empires turn to dust, bronze turns to rust, the leather rots, and the wood returns to the earth. We look at these ruins and think the past is dead and buried. We are fools. The weapons simply evolved. The wooden cylinder became a silicon chip. The rawhide strip became overlapping fiber optics. The Spartan Cipher became the algorithmic firewall. The game never changed. We are still just trying to keep our secrets in the dark.